Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hope and Healing Chats, where we discuss everything dealing with sex addiction and partner betrayal trauma. Our goal in these conversations is that they help you to restore hope while on your healing journey. Throughout the years, many times people have asked me why I do this work. So I figured this week we'd talk a little more about my journey and what got me into the sex addiction community. My name is Monifa Ellis-Addie. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, a sex addiction therapist, and a betrayed partner specialist. I work at Banyan Therapy Group, where I've been treating individuals and couples dealing with sex addiction and partner betrayal trauma. When I first entered this work 7 years ago, I must admit I had no idea what I was getting into. Out of grad school, I wanted to get a job in sex therapy, but was having difficulty getting into that field. A colleague referred me to Dan Drake, who is the founder of Banyan Therapy Group and a prominent voice in the CSAT community, specifically dealing with partner betrayal trauma as a trauma instead of codependency. Then from there, my career in this field began. So like many of my clients starting out, I questioned if sex addiction was even a thing. As I began to learn more and more about the field, I realized I was a victim of narcissist abuse as well as an acting out partner, which I'll come back to a little later. I was in a narcissistic abusive relationship. He was an alcoholic as well as a sex addict, and we were together for almost 4 years. I met him when I first came to Los Angeles, and he was someone that helped me feel not so lonely in this new place. After being gaslit and acting outside of my moral system to please this person, I found myself depressed and mentally drained. During my training at Banyan Therapy Group, I heard stories that resembled mine over and over again. I also realized that a person can be addicted to literally anything. As long as they're preoccupied with the object of addiction, they do the action compulsively, and they continue to do it repeatedly despite negative consequences. I had no idea that my life experiences were preparing me for my career. As I mentioned before, I was an acting out partner. Long ago, while in grad school and finding myself needing to pay the bills, I found employment as a phone sex operator. During this time, I heard a varying degree of stories and fantasies. I understand that this can be triggering for betrayed partners, but for the ones that I work with, I always let them know that I'm open to addressing any fears, curiosities, concerns, questions. I want my clients and any listener to know that I am an advocate for your healing. One of the reasons why this work fits me is because for most people in general, they can become a bit squeamish when discussing sex in detail. I noticed that I was able to remain impartial while listening to these calls. Because of my past, there's nothing a sex addict can say that's going to shock me. And I can also have empathy and compassion for the betrayed partner's experience. I can come from a non-judgmental space for both parties. This allows me to work effectively with individuals and couples. A non-judgmental space is what we create here at Banyan Therapy Group, and it is my goal to duplicate it in this podcast to assist you in restoring hope while you heal from the trauma. Every week, we're going to dive into a topic that is relevant to people walking this recovery journey. If there's a topic you would like us to cover, please leave it below for us in the comments. This is a safe space and all questions are welcome. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And as always, embrace your healing journey. Every step forward brings a new hope for tomorrow. See you next time.